everyone, I'm going to discuss about Ndrrmp, specifically the importance of Ndrrmp or the four pillars of the Ndrrmp. So let's define first what is Ndrrmp. Ndrrmp, it stands for the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Plan. It is the government plan in the Philippines that outlines how to reduce disaster risk, build community resilience, and improve disaster preparedness and response. So the Ndrrmp is developed and implemented by the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council, or the Ndrrmc, through the Office of Civil Defense, or OCD. So let's proceed to the importance of Ndrrmp. The first one is the comprehensive disaster management. It adopts a proactive approach by addressing all aspects of disaster risk reduction and management, including prevention, mitigation, preparedness, response, recovery, and rehabilitation. So comprehensive disaster management, it's all about trainings on how to be resilient. The second one is the guidance for national and local governments. Provides clear strategies, programs, and projects to help government agencies and local government units, or LGUs, align their efforts with national priorities. So, and the second importance of Ndrrmp, they are the one who in charge of planning to be resilient and the safety of the community. The third one is the strengthening resilience. It focuses on building resilient communities by reducing vulnerabilities and enhancing the capacities of individuals, institutions, and communities to deal with disasters. The fourth one is the sustainability and development. It integrates disaster risk reduction, or DRR, into development planning to ensure sustainable growth while minimizing disaster impacts on the economy and society. This is all about how to develop the vulnerabilities or how to be resilient to respond a disaster. The coordination and collaboration enhances coordination among various stakeholders, including government, non-government organizations or NGOs, private sectors, and international partners. The last one is the climate change adaptation, or CCA. Links disaster risk reduction with climate adaptation, recognizing the increasing frequency and intensity of climate-related hazards. So let's move on to the four pillars of Ndrrmp. The first one is the prevention and mitigation. It reduces vulnerabilities and exposure to disaster risk by implementing a structural and non-structural plan. Example, establishing flood control system like dams, dikes, and drainage system. Conducting hazard mapping and risk assessment. The second one is the preparedness. Ensures the readiness. Enhance the capacity of communities and institutes to anticipate, respond to, and recover from disasters. Example, conducting regular earthquakes drills and fire drills in school or in the office. The third pillar is the response. Addresses immediate needs. Provide timely and effective assistance to affected populations during immediately after disasters. For example, deploying search and rescue teams during typhoon or earthquakes. The last pillar is the rehabilitation and recovery. Build back better. Restore affected communities to their pre-disaster state or better, ensuring long-term resilience. Example, reconstructing houses, schools, and roads damaged by disasters. Let's proceed to the responsibilities and agencies. The first one is the Disaster Prevention and Mitigation. Lead agency is the Department of Science and Technology, or DOST. DOST focusing on risk assessment, hazard mapping, and mitigation measures like climate adaptation and early warning system. So, in disaster preparedness, lead agency is the Department of the Interior and Local Government, or DILG. It focuses trainings, capacity building, contingency planning, and drills at the national and local levels. In disaster response, the lead agency is the Department of Social Welfare and Development, or DSWD. It focuses on relief operation, evacuation management, and emergency assistance to affected population. In disaster rehabilitation and recovery, the lead agency is the National Economic and Development Authority, or NEDA. Focus post-disaster recovery planning, rehabilitation of communities, and rebuilding infrastructure.